Hey, what's up, guys? This is a topic that's kind of been in my head for a while. I just didn't know how to express it at the time. I didn't know how to put it into words. Um, when I think of something, when I think of a plot, I just start talking and start rapping and start recording. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this for this topic right now. Um, Now, of course, you have a group of women on YouTube and in real life when they pretty much believe in the negativity of black men. That's all they see is just negativity. They pretty much took in what the media fed about us, all of us, whether a high school dropout, criminal, don't take care of our responsibilities, not mentally right, not mentally slow, mentally stupid, not as mentally smart as the women are. And the list, and it's a long list. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other things, but basically nothing but negativity. But I honestly believe, and this is just my opinion, I honestly feel like for these groups of women, when they see a black dude, the number one thing they think when they see a black dude is womanizers. But why do you say that? I'm glad you asked. Um, this is just my opinion, because ever since I can remember, I've heard about these guys called womanizers, but I just didn't know that's what they were at the time. But I've heard some women in my family, they've talked about these guys, or they talked about these types of men, and basically they would use women for sex, or dog the women out, or whatever, treat women like trash, basically have multiple sexual relationships with multiple women, and they pretty much did it with ease. So that kind of motivated me to not go on that whole womanizing lifestyle. Other than that, of course, my parents too as well. But even now, I still hear about these guys. And here's my beef. My beef is that you have a group of women on YouTube and in real life that generalize all black men as nothing more than just womanizers, just basically treating women with disrespect, treating women with like trash, and don't respect women, black women, just treat black women, especially just have sex with them and then just toss them into the trash can or something like that. Um, Now, of course, you have other races of men that do the same thing. And I'm not going to sit up here and be on some deflection and talk about, oh, other races of men do it too. I don't believe in that, because I do know that there are a group of black men that womanize. But it seems like the number one group of men who are targeted the most when it comes to womanizer is black men. Like, why is that? Like, the media has just, I don't know how they do it, through movies, TV shows, magazines, The Source, XXL, and other stuff, MTV, BET. It's like they put this program into people, especially some of these women, to believe that black men are womanizers, and that's not the case. Like, it's gotten so bad to the point where you have a group of men, older men and women, that expect black men or black boys to be nothing more than womanizers. As a matter of fact, I remember when I was in school, I think high school or middle school, when I remember you would have a group of boys, black boys, who would do that stuff. Of course, it's not womanizing because they were like girls at the time, but they would pretty much have sex with a lot of girls, multiple girls, treat the girls like trash, do whatever they evil, devious thing of girls. And to make things worse, you have two girls that would fight over these types of dudes. Like, seriously, it would happen like on a regular basis, or just on a consistent basis. But of course, they didn't get punished for their actions. They were allowed to do it whenever they want, and of course, they would get away with murder. And it's the same thing today. Like, you have a group of men, black men, or men in general, that womanize. But of course, and you hear people complain about these types of men or guys, but it seems like they're still able to continue their womanizing ways. Like, if this was back in the medieval times, and if it was as serious as people proclaim it to be, these types of men would be exterminated or punished or executed, excuse me. But they're not. Like, you hear people talk about them, but it seems like they just keep multiplying and multiplying. And then to make things worse, to the dudes who don't fit that womanizing profile, black men, black boys, whatever. Um, like if you come across these types of women that pretty much, I guess they had nothing but negative black men in their lives, and maybe that's all they know, and they pretty much womanize. And these types of women who were once girls, they've seen this stuff, and they grow up, and that's all they see when they see black men. If you come across these types of women, and if you don't fit that whole womanizing type of a lifestyle, something's wrong with you. You're too good to be true. Um, you're not, how can I put this? Your manhood is not on my womanhood level. You're like a doormat. I could walk all over you. That type of thing. Game recognized game. That type of philosophy. Like that's how they look at you. And this is detrimental because this is exactly what is happening, especially like in the BC when it comes to men who don't fit that womanizing profile. Like it is almost expected of men, young black men or boys, to become womanizers in the black community. Like for some odd reason, there is no such thing as a guy who's trying to be on that righteous path, uh, basically, path to righteousness, and not try to be a womanizer or whatnot because he was taught at an early age, basically the old, I guess, old-fashioned ways of life, and try to respect women. But in today's time, it seems like it is just expected of black men to be womanizers. And if you don't fit that profile, something is wrong with you. It's like people just basically expect all black men or boys to be womanizers or girlnizers, and that's a dangerous problem, especially not only in the BC. Now, of course, it just doesn't apply to us. It applies to other men or boys, ethnic groups, excuse me. But like I said before, it seems like the number one people who are targeted to being womanizers is black men or black boys. And that's very dangerous. And on that note, I'm going to leave it there. And that's it. I'm done. You guys have a blessed one. Take it easy. Later.